Okay. I want to tell you today something that I went bowling today with some kids, and I was teaching them how to bowl, and they were bowling pretty good. You know, they were getting 7 pins, 8 pins down, 9 pins, and there was one boy bowling with us, and he kept getting 9 pins, 9 pins. He goes, "Why can't I get a strike?" And I go, "Well, you've got to pay attention to what you're doing. You know, you have a curve, so you need to stand here and you need to throw your ball over this arrow, and it'll curve in and you'll get a strike." And he goes, okay, I'll try it. And he went up there and he tried it and he got 9 pins again. He goes, "Well, that didn't work." I said, "Well, you got to do it a couple times." So he went back and he sat down, watched us all bowling, and then it was his turn, and he said to me, "I think I'm going to make a strike because I'm eating this jalapeno." So he put a jalapeno in his mouth and he got up there and he threw the ball and he got a strike, and he goes, "Yay, the jalapeno worked." And I go like, "I don't know. Let's see how you do the next time. Remember how it felt, where you put the ball down. How did it feel? How did your follow through go? And the next time you get up, you should do the same thing." So the next time he got up, it was his turn. He got up there and he threw the ball down there, and I could see it wasn't quite on the spot, and I knew he wasn't going to get a strike, but I, like, "Come on, come on, come on." And he got 9 pins, and he turned around and he says, "It didn't work." And I said, "Well, what didn't work?" I said, "Think about where you put the ball down, how you followed through, go through that motion again and see if it's what it should have been." And so he went through the motion and he's looking at the lane, and then he turns around and he has this big grin on his face and he says, "I know what happened." He says, "I didn't eat a jalapeno. That's why I didn't get a strike." I said, "Well, I don't know if that's true, but it might be. I'd try it the next time." The whole idea behind this and why I'm trying to tell you about this, he ate the jalapeno, he went and he threw the ball, and he didn't get the strike. It's not the jalapeno that got the strike, it's how he executed what he was doing. And some of you people are going to find out when you get people underneath you and they start telling you, "Well, this didn't work for me and that didn't work for me," and they're going to ask you what works. And you give them the instruction, just like I was giving the kids the instruction on how to throw their bowling ball. You give them the instruction, but the problem that they're having, that they're going to have, is they have to track what works and what doesn't work. And if you don't track, if it doesn't work, make an adjustment. If it doesn't work there, make an adjustment. And then whichever one works, after you make all these adjustments, whichever one works, that's what you want to keep on doing. That's what you're aiming for. And a lot of people will just throw it out there, forget what they did, or don't write down what they used or how they worded it or whatever. And then they're like, okay, and they just keep trying things, and then something hits and they can't remember what they did to be successful. So they can duplicate it and keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And a lot of people say, "Well, you can duplicate what other people do and be successful." Some cases you can, and some cases you can't. And I find that in network marketing, all of us do something different to get results. And you just need to find out what you can do and what they can do that's different for them to get results. And it's just like bowling. They have to keep changing it, just inching over a little bit, throwing across this arrow or that arrow, depending on their curve. And that's what they have to do in internet marketing. They have to keep trying things just a little bit, tweak it a little bit, tweak it a little bit, tweak it a little bit. Then when it finally hits, that's what you want to use. And then you need to find that one thing. You need to keep using it everywhere you go, so that is that's working for you, and it'll continue to work for you. So that's it for today. If you want more tips, come join our team. There's a link below that you can join us, and we would be happy to help you with internet marketing and be successful, and we can all be successful together. Have a good evening.